Okay, we're taking off. We're going out into this, braving the storm, Hurricane Isaac. And should be an eventful day. My yard is a disaster, but we're going to see what other kind of carnage we come across. And, you know, just take it from there. Hopefully it'll be fun. Hopefully we don't come across anybody who's like hurt or in trouble or anything like that, because if we do, that's when the filming will stop and we'll go into a different mode. So let's go. So I was thinking about taking the way out of our neighborhood that actually will take us to some low ground. And before we even got there, we didn't even get to the low ground and it's already flooded. Oh my, okay. Time to drive backwards. Marcus, can you drive by mirror? Oh, here's somebody's gonna drive around me. Okay, well fine. If you wanna drive around me, you go ahead. Is he really gonna do this? I mean, really?
Funny if he got stuck.
Well, no, it wouldn't be very funny, but he's an idiot. I mean, really? There ain't no way that we're doing something like that. We're wimps. We're taking a different way out of here. Okay, so here's where we tried to cross the road, but obviously it's not passable. And then, you won't guess what else we found here. I mean, we've got, let's see here. Let's head on down the road here. And everything's underwater over here, and we saw something else pretty interesting. They're not golfing, but they're on the golf course. Let's see if we can see them with this camera. Look at this. Can you see that down there? Let me see if I can zoom in. Those cars are out parked in the middle of the golf course. I guess that who knows? Maybe they work at the golf course or something, and they're just parked out there in the middle of the golf course. I mean, that's the high ground out in this area, so I guess why not? Now, let's head down this other way. Hopefully the side roads aren't flooded. We'll find out. Okay, so this right here, this is just the street right behind my house here. And, you know, if that water gets much higher, how are we going to keep the alligators in? Or out? Whichever way it is. Anyway, the water's getting pretty high. I think that, woo, it's getting wet too. I think that we got an issue of this road's about to flood. So this is Gulf Hills. This is where I live. I'm in Ocean Springs, but I live in a residential community called Gulf Hills. And so we were trying to go out this entrance, but I don't think that's going to work. Look at that. I think there's just a little bit of water. And that other guy who drove through the water, then he was going to have to go through this. What kind of idiot is that? I mean, that's a lot of water, and you can't tell how deep that is. It goes all the way. Oh, wow. It goes all the way down there. And see those houses down there? They are all on stilts, and you know, for a good reason, for storms like this. Oh, we're coming out to check on a friend's house out here on Lover's Lane, but we're not getting through. You can't really tell how deep that water is. I mean, you may be judged by the mailboxes, but it's not something that I want to try. Not in a car. Maybe if I had my Hummer still, maybe that would be interesting, but nope, don't have that. So I certainly don't want to get stuck in the water. Oh, I think I found the perfect place to film. Do you think I'm going to get wet? Okay, so, well, that kind of worked out well. I mean, I got to film something, but, yeah. Get off the pier! I don't know. I'm gonna find out. I need this person to move, though. I need to go forward or go back. have a rag with me. It's all fogged up. I'm just waiting for it to unfog. I'm not sure it's going to. I'm just going to get wet. You're going to get wet too. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll do it with my finger here. Oh, that sucks.
I don't have any, my spreadsheet's gonna make it smear. It's wet. Smear.
Yeah, it's all fogged up again already. I would think it would unfog as soon as it equalizes, right?
I don't know. That's all wet. I don't know.
There we go, I got it. Woo, neat. Okay, so now what's that? Hello, I'm Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life. This is Hurricane Isaac. I got Lisa behind me holding the camera down. This is really pummeling us. We'll have keyboards, all of that. So, one last look out here. This here is Hurricane Isaac. Woo! Okay, now we can head back to the car. I'm certainly wet now.
Oh my gosh. I have
Oh, fun!
yeah, that was worth it. That was hard to hold on to. My eyes are stinging from the salt water.
Yeah. See you later, everybody. Okay, so that was fun. Got out there and was able to film right out there in front of the water. The wind was really, really strong. And we left just in time. The cops were pulling in as we were pulling out. So they didn't get a chance to tell us to leave. So we got, I filmed a good little bit there. But we were totally getting pummeled with water. I mean, it was hurting how hard it was hitting us. And wasn't quite blowing me over, but you know, good, doing a fair clip. So anyway, you know, we're headed back. We are soaked to the bone, and so we are headed back, and that's probably the end of the filming out and about for the storm, because really I think that now the main part of it is blown by, and it's just going to get weaker from here on out. I mean, it's still, I mean, look at it blowing everything around. It's still really blowing out here, but ooh, look at that tree all broken over. So basically that's it for the most part. Do a few more things back at the house, but you know, enough out and about stuff. Most places are blocked off. Some towns around here are still under curfew, and you know, but I can say I've had a great time doing this. This has been a lot of fun. And now this storm was probably not strong enough to really, it's done some property damage, but I don't think, unless somebody was being stupid, I don't think anybody's been hurt by it. And it's been a fun experience, but you know, I think we'll probably have some more in the future with moving down to Tampa. Probably will have some more experiences with hurricanes. And, oh, look at this. What we're coming up to here. Wonder if you'll be able to see out here. It's all flooded out here. You can see it's all up into the trees, the forest and stuff. And, yep. It's, water's still pretty high, but I suspect that we had high tide. High tide was an hour and 45 minutes ago, so maybe going down by now. I'm not sure how much more wind is blowing it up offshore, although with those white caps, that probably indicates that it's still blowing this way. And the high tide around here, I was looking at it, and the tide is actually only, it said it was only 1.68 feet for the tide difference here in the Gulf. It's not like the Pacific or Atlantic Oceans where it's much more pronounced. So here in the Gulf, I just don't think it changes as much, or it has to do with the land type the way it is on the Gulf. The waters are very shallow for quite a long ways, and it. In fact, when I was out on Ship Island, I was able to walk out probably the equivalent of 4 or 5 blocks before it got up to where I was going to actually have to swim. So, yeah, it's just not deep. Not like the Pacific Ocean. You go out, I don't know, 20 feet and you're swimming. So, anyway, that's it for today, and this is probably the last hurricane coverage video I'm going to do, unless something really exciting happens, and I'll throw in a bonus video. How's that sound? So, I'm Marcus Eichenberry. Everybody, take care. When was the last time that you saw the Walmart empty? Look at that. Nobody. Oh, I better roll this down. There's like nobody here. Well, there's a few people parked here, but I suspect that they parked there for the storm. So, okay, that was your bonus video. Maybe there'll be some more bonuses later. You would think that GameStop would want to be open on a day like this. I mean, really, all of us are sitting bored at home. We need our entertainment. Man. Say they won't be open until Thursday. Today's Wednesday. Man, a whole day we gotta wait. Well, we made it back in my home office here, and you know, it's good to be back. But and I was having a lot of fun out there. But I gotta say that maybe the price was high for this last trip, because my camera, my big camera. When we were filming the last bit, when I was out just right next to our house where all the water was, I mean there's a lot of places with all the water, but where I was with all the water, the camera fogged up and then it stopped working. So I think that pulling it in and out of the air-conditioned car and it being so humid here that it caused condensation on the inside of the camera. And so now I have it all pulled apart, and it's sitting on its own you know, drying out. So, you know, I think it'll be fine, but now I can't use it for a couple of days because I gotta let it sit for a couple of days and make sure it's completely dried out. And I'm gonna have to be careful of that. I think that we're gonna have to put it in the trunk whenever, on days like this when it's so humid and everything. So, you know, I think that the storm is pretty much over. I mean, we have this right here. You know, this is basically, you know, what we've got, you know, left of it. It's not too much. You know, it feels actually like just a regular stormy day out there now. And so, anyway, this has been a lot of fun. And I'm sure that next time a hurricane comes around, I'll be out there trotting around doing more filming. But I'm going to have to figure out how to deal with the camera issue. And I really think it has to do with pulling it in and out of the air-conditioned car, because it's like 85 degrees outside with the hurricane coming through. But then, you know, we're doing like 65 in the car on the AC, and you know, your glasses, you know, have you ever experienced this where your glasses fog up, where you go in and out of a car, in and out of a building and everything, and So that's what happened to the camera, and it freaked out. In fact, it did not finish its last little bit of the story that I was working on. So not sure how I'm going to deal with that. Actually, I just pulled the stuff off of the camera, and the CF cards go in it. It's not actual, like, it's not like a lot of cameras where you have to plug it in and pull the data off of it. I actually pull the cards out of it and pulled the data off, and we'll see what it looks like. But you know, I don't know. I'm crossing my fingers. So, okay, till next time. Well, and maybe I heard that right after a storm that the beach is, oh, look at that, my light just turned on. That the beach is pretty amazing with all of the birds out there catching the fish and everything. And so maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Sounds like another fun little trip. I'm Marcus Eikenberry. Take care.